operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
Shalom, this is Abby, and I figured I'd make a video because I want to say something. This is about the source of the problem, and I see there's a lot of videos being made blaming each other back and forth, black male, black female, and it's just a waste of time because everything that everybody's arguing about and upset about are things that have been caused by the source. And until the source is dealt with, you're going to keep continuing to have the same problems that you're dealing with. You can't fix the outside before you fix the inside. And we got to fix the source. The same problem happened to the Black Panthers and every other movement back in the 60s. I'm pretty sure you already know about it. Because most of the people that are making videos are very informed. So, like, I can see COINTELPRO straight out. Everybody's arguing about stupid shit, not the source of the problem. Can we get to the source of the problem? We can't get to the source of the problem because we too busy arguing back and forth with each other. It's crazy. And that is a tactic used in COINTELPRO. Like, come on, guys. Wake the up. Like, we need to stop arguing with each other and deal with the source of the problem. Everybody has something to say, and that's good. Everybody should have something to say. And everybody's got problems with the other sex. Hey, that's going to happen if we're at this point. If we're in this condition, there's going to be some fucked up things that both men and female are doing that, we can talk about. But we need to stop talking about that and go to the source of the problem. We can keep talking about back and forth. You did this, you did that 20 million times. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can keep talking about that over and over again, but nothing's going to get solved until we go, to the source of the fucking problem. And what's the source of the problem, you ask me? It's the machine. It's the system. The system that is making us like this. The system that has fucked our people up. If we don't go to the source, which is the system, we're going to stay the way we are. And we're going to stay blaming each other for everything. I mean, we already know the oppression that we've had on our people and that we have right now on our people. And you're telling me that oppression isn't enough to fuck a nationality up? Are you telling me we should be all peaches and cream after all of this bad things happened to us and that are still happening to us today? You don't need a scientist to figure this one out. Really. We need to be going to the source of the problem, people, and not arguing back and forth with our brothers and sisters. And not letting other people of other nationalities come in and define us and tell us what the fuck we are. Because obviously I'm getting sick of that shit. We need to be defining ourselves. We all know how the system go. Who's on top, who's on bottom, And most of the other ethnic groups, they also know how the system goes. And see, they didn't help us. They didn't help us because, they know how the system goes. And maybe that ethnic group might not be on the top, but they sure don't want to be on the bottom. So they're going to talk shit about us. They want to keep us down. So they can look better. That's just how it goes, you see? They know how the system go. They don't say nothing. They don't speak up when shit's going wrong. When they see a black person being oppressed, they don't say nothing. Because that's the way it goes. That's the way the system goes. See, that's why I ain't gonna let nobody else define me. You know, we should be defining ourselves. We need to be fixing ourselves. Can't nobody else fix us. Only way we gonna fix ourselves if we go to the source of the problem and break the system down. We have to set the pride aside. We gotta set the egos aside. And we got to focus on the machine, the source, this system of white supremacy, the system that is making us the way that we are. Until we do that, we're going to be in the same situation that we're in, arguing back at each other, blaming each other for our faults, when we need to blame the system and fix the system. See, if we stop arguing about the little petty things, you know, and go to the source of the problem, all those petty things that we arguing about now, they gonna work themselves out. See, they can't work themselves out until the source is dealt with. You see what I'm saying? This system has destroyed our spirituality, you know? And, you know, it's taken a long time too, because we got over here on ships. And, you know, even though they beat us and raped us and molested us and did every horrible thing in the book, we still held on to our spirituality, you know? So, and I think that's what they had to work on. They had to work on destroying our spirituality. And look at us now, you know? So, I mean, we really need to take a look at that. We really need to take a look at that. We need to get back to our spirituality, and we need to fight the system. Because freedom, real freedom, don't come to people that don't fight for it. You could just look at Harriet Tubman's, her story. So that's very, very inspirational. You know, I believe in the Most High, but I know the Most High wants us to work on ourselves, make it better. We also need to know that not everybody is going to change. And, you know, you got to leave the people alone that just don't want help and help the people that do want help. It's no sense of sticking around and cussing people out and disrespecting them, you know. If they're not going to change, they're not going to change. You need to work on the youth, you know. You need to work on the youth. Because just making your own people look even worse than what they look isn't helping any. It's not helping. It's not helping. Not at all. And I can understand you want to help, but it's not helping. So arguing you need to figure over who is to blame is not going to solve the problem. It just won't. The problem needs to be solved, but you can't solve the problem arguing with each other. You know? I mean, when we argue, nothing gets done, and, you know, somebody else benefits from that.